I bet you didn't know just how deep the crisis runs in Japan's auto industry. Welcome back to Universal Insight. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for more updates. The Motomachi plant, usually a ballet of machines and workers, is eerily still. A red light flashes above line 2. Production has stopped. This isn't a breakdown, it's a planned halt, echoed in factories across Japan. Toyota and Honda, titans of industry, are slamming the brakes. The silence is jarring, a symbol of a much bigger crisis. Each idle chassis is a decision made far from the factory floor, a response to global turmoil. Workers stand by, tools down, facing fewer shifts and an uncertain future. The machine that never sleeps is forced into a rare pause. Official statements talk of adjusting to market conditions, but the reality is stark. These giants are bracing for impact. For decades, their lines meant unstoppable growth. Now, they signal global anxiety. This isn't about a faulty part, it's the world economy shifting beneath their feet. The production halt is the physical sign of a storm hitting Japan's industrial heart. It's not just a trade dispute or a blip, it's a calculated retreat. The decision to slow down is the result of sleepless nights and hard calculations. The problem is bigger than any one factory. It's a global crisis. Imagine a supercar forced to brake hard because the road ahead has vanished into fog. The momentum is huge and stopping is risky. Toyota and Honda aren't just tapping the brakes, they're standing on them. The screech you hear is the global economy grinding against their ambitions, and the real story is far more complex than a headline can capture. I'm sure you've heard the news. Headlines everywhere are blaming tariffs, an easy story. Welcome back to Universal Insight. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon for more updates. US politicians threaten new taxes on imported cars, and analysts quickly linked this to Toyota and Honda's production cuts. The logic? Tariffs would make Japanese cars pricier in America, slashing sales. At the same time, the yen was getting stronger, squeezing profits on every car sold abroad. The narrative? External forces battering Japan's auto giants. But that's just the surface. Tariffs and currency swings matter, but they're only part of the story. The real pressures are deeper, built up over years. The production cuts are a response to a perfect storm, not just today's headlines. Toyota and Honda run on razor-thin margins. Tariffs force a brutal choice: raise prices and lose sales, or absorb costs and lose profits. They've always fought for every yen, but tariffs threaten to wipe out years of discipline. Cost absorption is just one hidden pressure. Meanwhile, they're pouring billions into electric and autonomous tech, an existential race. R&D spending stretches resources thin even before tariffs. Add to that, global demand is cooling. Fewer buyers in China, Europe and beyond mean overproduction is a real risk. The production cuts are a pragmatic response to shrinking markets and rising costs. The real crisis is a convergence of old and new challenges. The party's winding down and the music is fading. Tariffs are just the loudest noise in a room full of problems. A strong yen sounds good, but for exporters, it's a profit killer. Every uptick in the yen slashes earnings from overseas sales. Suddenly, building cars in Japan for export makes less sense. On top of currency woes, supply chains are under siege. Modern cars need 30,000 parts from all over the world. Just-in-time systems are efficient but fragile. One disruption and the whole line suffers. Raw material prices are volatile and parts shortages are common. Rising costs can't be passed to buyers, so profits get squeezed. These pressures were mounting long before tariffs. The crisis is global, relentless, and not easily engineered away. The solution? Build cars where you sell them. Toyota and Honda are ramping up US production, investing billions in American plants. A Camry built in Kentucky isn't an import. No tariff, no currency risk. Localization means replicating Japanese efficiency abroad, training new workers and building local supply chains. It's a massive, costly shift, but it's about survival. The move hedges against political and economic shocks. It also means fewer cars and jobs made in Japan. The production cuts at home are part of a long-term realignment. They're not abandoning Japan, but they're hedging their bets. The future is local, not just global. Toyota and Honda's decisions ripple through Japan's economy. They anchor a vast network of suppliers, many small and family-run. When production slows, these businesses suffer first, sometimes fatally. The pain spreads, shipping, steel, even local shops feel the hit. The government worries as exports fall and recession looms. The fate of Japan's economy is tied to its auto giants. This is more than a business story, it's about people, jobs, and national identity. The era of predictable growth is over. For Japan's automakers and the world, uncertainty is the new normal. Slowing down is the only way to avoid a crash.